Hello, fabulous Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me here. I'm Jess, your down-to-earth oracle, and this is going to be your general love tarot reading for December 15th through the 31st of 2020. Now, keep in mind, because it is a general reading, it may not resonate with everyone. Take what messages are for you and leave the rest for someone else. If it does resonate with you, please be sure to like and subscribe, as well as join me over at the extended reading through either Vimeo or Patreon. Links are in the description box below. Also, one last bit of business is that there's still time to get gift cards and Patreon memberships for holiday season, Christmas gifts, things like that. What a unique and interesting gift to give someone, right? And the beautiful thing is it's all virtual and distance does not affect my talents. So that being said, let's get started. So we've got some crazy astrological things going on, Gemini, and I'm curious to see how you guys are doing. We've had some really great readings so far for the other air signs, and we've got solstice, we have solar eclipses, we have Saturn and Jupiter, looking like one giant star in the sky and both moving into Aquarius at the same time. It's kind of crazy. Stuff like that hasn't happened in hundreds of years. Everybody's kind of really leveling up, and I like it. Ooh, okay, that one says it's yours. Ooh, there you are. Ooh, we got some choices to make, Gemini. But we'll look into that in a second, won't we? Ooh. Ooh, I like it. If everything on the table is our ego in psychology, everything on the surface, all of the day-to-days, our wants, our desires, stuff like that, the bottom of the deck is our id, and with our undercurrents, our secret desires, and also just sometimes there's just some really good messages at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Knight of Wands. This is you, Gemini. You got the hots for someone, and you want to go to them, and you want to go fast. This is your heart. This is your passion. I'm looking at your board here, and I'm seeing a lot of head stuff, which, Geminis, head versus heart, constant struggle, right? But this is what you really want. You want to go. You want to go to someone. You want to go to someone because you think they are the Queen of Wands. Yeah, Chariot. Underneath that, you want to go. Because you're sitting there as the King of Wands. This is a match, and I don't think they're talking to you. We got the Four of Swords sitting underneath here. I feel like they're blocking you. Huh. Interesting, Gemini. What's going on? Yeah. This is you think that they're the one for you. You think that they're their match. And this is all at the bottom of the deck. This isn't even the stuff on the table. Usually I save a lot of this stuff for the extended reading. So there you go. You get a taste of what's to come if you come join me over the extended. But yeah, I feel like this person, you're not talking to them. You're not talking to them, but I think you are going to make the choice to go. Because you're feeling it. I feel the impatience. I feel the impatience. You're pawing at the earth. Like I can feel the pawing at the earth. And here you are sitting here as the King of Swords. You're sitting here as the King of Swords. This is you sitting in your element. Normally, it's the Knight of Swords is Gemini, but this is you sitting in your element as the King. Very much in your head. I feel like you've done a lot of work to get here. Like see how he's sitting at the top of the bridge here? You had to hike up to get to this point, and there's this beautiful globe here. I feel like you're finally seeing the light on a situation. And the thing is that you're now making a choice. This is the Two of Pentacles. It's all about balance. You are having to make you're having to make a choice. I think part of you is afraid that if you jump into this water here, this is the myth of the brother sister, where you come into the water. She can hear what the water is saying. If you drink from me, you will turn into a stag, and the little brother can't hear it, and he just is just going for the water. But you can hear it, and it's calling. It's calling. It's calling, and it's calling. But and it's calling. Did I mention that it's calling? Because you want to go. And there's the Chariot. It's calling you. But you're being hesitant. You're being stuck up in your head, and it's this thing. And it's interesting because at the bottom of the deck we have the Hierophant. Not the bottom of the deck, the bottom of the spread, we have the Hierophant. And this is higher levels of learning. This is higher levels of commitment with relationships. Like, you want to show up, is what I'm hearing, is you want to show up. But it's also about lessons learned and standing in your own power. Let's take a look at what we got in between. Holy moly. Holy moly, Gemini. We have the Ace of Swords, followed by the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. This Queen of, who is this Queen of Wands? Who's this Queen of Wands? Because you've got to speak your truth to her with this Ace of Swords. Yeah. Oops. She wants to stay out. Fine. She will stay out right there. Okay? Right there for you. I'm going to scoot these guys over so we can all see them, right? Yeah. And she's sitting there as the Knight of Swords. This is a really interesting reading. Gotta love it when it all shifts and changes here for you. But yeah, you're coming in and you want to offer your cup of love. You want to apologize for what's going on here, Gemini. And it's interesting because she's sitting here, like, normally this is your energy, the Knight of Swords. Like, what did I say? That she might have a lot of air in her chart as well. And gender's neutral. And in tarot, I'm simply reading the divine masculine and feminine energies. And since you're showing up as the king, she's showing up as the queen. And it's interesting because I feel like there's a lot of movement. There's, even with this, even if, you know, she's got air in her chart and things like that, but when we look at it this way, you know, you want to come in, you want to offer this cup of love, and you want to do it quickly. I mean, we've got 3 of the knights all sitting here. We're only missing the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you want to come in. You want to come in and you want to offer up some serious commitment with this person. Huh. This is interesting, Gemini. This is really, really interesting. Is this somebody new? Yeah, this is some fascinating stuff. For some of you, I feel like this is a new beginning with this Ace of Swords. This could be a new queen coming in for you, who seems to match you, but I'm really getting, for the majority of you, this is somebody having to make a choice to move back towards someone, to move towards somebody, to offer an apology and do it quickly, and be really wise with your words about it. And it's interesting because we got the 2 knights looking at this Ace of Swords. Like, this is definitely a new beginning, and speaking your truth coming out, and movement and more movement. And look, there you are with the king, and yeah, this person's not talking to you. This queen, she's not talking to you. She's not at all. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Gemini. Wow. This is a really different and intense reading. I'm going to set these 3 cards aside over here. Actually, put them down here. And I hope you will come join me over at the extended reading, where we're going to take a look at what this movement looks like, these 2 nights, and find out more about this Queen of Wands and what this choice is that you're sitting for yourself with, because you are sitting as the King of Swords. You are finally learning something, and that is terribly exciting, Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me here, and I will see you soon over at the extended reading.